Hi guys and welcome back to my channel, Delissime. For today's video, we are diving into a nail tutorial creating 3D fruit on some nail swatches. I am excited because this will be the very first time that I try to create 3D fruit on nails. So I am diving into this video with vulnerability because what do I say? I always say practice makes perfect. So if you are interested in watching me try to create some 3D fruit nails, stay tuned. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Delissime and I am a licensed nail technician and I am so excited that you're here. On the channel, we talk about nail art, nail designs, nail tutorials. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please continue watching. I will be leaving my other social medias here like TikTok, Instagram. I don't know if you guys have made a pit stop to my other social medias, but let me tell you, I am feeling the love. I am feeling the support. So without further ado, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and we will dive right in.
Who is excited for this very, very beautiful glass fruit collection? Here we have all of the products that we are going to be using for this nail tutorial, and I am so excited to finally get going. We have our Model 1's blooming gel, and I'm going to apply a nice thin layer. I feel like I've seen so many different type of videos of how you can accomplish like a fruit, like a 3D fruit cat eye. And I am really getting vulnerable, you guys. Let me tell you right now. Like, I know you guys have seen all of the different types of nail designs and nail art that I can do on my shorts. But when I try something new, you guys, oh, I just give myself the ick. But practice makes perfect. I'm going to use my nail to pop that little bubble, and we are going to try to attempt some grapes. So I've hit the magnet with the cat eye, and we're going to cure it for about 60 seconds. I've got my rhinestone glue from Beetles polish, and I honestly love this rhinestone glue. If you are looking for a good glue, my friend Quay actually recommended this to me years ago, and I have not used anything different. So if you're looking for a good glue for your rhinestones, your charms, this one is a good one. So I am just slowly dipping my very thin 12 millimeter brush, and I am going right onto this watch, and I'm just using it and making small little circular motions to really just emulate little grapes on a vine. As I am watching this video back, there are so many things that I would do differently, but practice makes perfect and you have to start somewhere. So we are just randomly placing our little dollops of our rhinestone glue. And then I'm also going to flash cure them in between every time I put a dot for about 10 to 15 seconds. The rhinestone glue itself doesn't necessarily need a full 30-second cure. So I am just going on this swatch, trying to make a shape. And like I said, this is new for me. So I've got my alcohol wipe and just wiping away that really big dollop of glue because it started to conjoin into one. So I'm just gonna kind of like take a step back, look at my grapevine, and little by little start placing these little beads and hopefully fill up our grape. Fill up our grapevine. And to me, you guys, to me, for my first time, like I'm not mad. I grabbed a little daughter tool because I feel that this will make it a lot easier me to get more precise in between like the bigger grapes that I've already laid down. And so I feel like I've done my best and I've grabbed the brown double rhythm cat eye for like our little vine itself. So since it is a cat eye, I did hit that small little stem and now we are going in with our top coat. This one is going to be from Born Pretty and I'm just really making sure that I get in between all of like the crevices and then I'm going to cure that for about 30 seconds. You guys, please try not to roast me down in the comments. Like I said at the beginning, I would have done so many different things, but that's okay. I can revisit this and keep on keeping on. So we are moving right along to our next fruit. I've got the double rhythm cat eye. I believe this one was technically made for guava, but to make it a lot easier for myself, I decided that we are going to make some apples. So I laid my blooming gel down. I laid the 3 beads of the green polish, and I'm going to repeat the same step that I did for our grapes. Since the apples are quite a bit larger, I'm going to make sure that I grab a decent amount of glue on my brush so that when I go in, I can make a nice circle and then adjust and fix whatever I need so that it fills out what we've already laid down onto the nail. But you guys let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I know practice makes perfect, and I am being so vulnerable even posting this on the channel, you guys, but I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like the apples look pretty good. I am curing in between every apple because what I don't want is for both of the 2 pieces of glue to stick together because as much as I want to spend time cleaning and using my alcohol wipes, we will just be more efficient. So we are just making this apple nice and big. I've got the stems that I'm adding and I felt like they looked so corny. So I went back in and I kind of like added like more of like a longer vine that they're all on because they look like a 3-year-old drew them. Like I feel like a 3-year-old could probably draw a better apple, but let me give myself some grace. I'm gonna hit it with the cat eye. And then here is where I just like added more of the stem, more of the leaves because I'm like, yo, this ain't doing it for me. It's not doing it for me, but I am trying something new and I'm not gonna be perfect at it. So we have ourselves some nice little balls. I would have to say these ones specifically are the Granny Smith apples. And of course, we've got our top coat that we're going to dive right into, making sure that we hit every nook and cranny, every crevice, because we want to make sure that these swatches last for as long as possible. Who knows, maybe a year from now, I revisit making these because I don't know which one of my clients would want to rock something like this. But if you do, shout out to you guys. That means I know y'all truly love me for me. So, flashing up that color that we use and moving on to the next. The next color we're going to jump into should look very familiar to you guys. But before, of course, we are going in with a nice even layer for our blooming gel. And then we are going to dive right into this beautiful color. I am so absolutely in love. This is actually the color that I have on my current set. And I am so excited. So we are going to put our 2 little dollops of gel polish, and we are gonna actually create some blueberries, which let me know down in the comments. Do you like to eat fruit? If so, which one is your favorite fruit? I can already tell you right now that one in the bottom right corner was way too big because when I took it out of the UV lamp, it is like a misshapen blueberry. Which is fine, but some of my favorite fruit, I would have to say, is definitely pineapple. I love peaches. Blueberries are really good. Strawberries are good too, but I feel like pineapple would have to be one of my ultimate favorites. And then I'm also coming around to bananas lately. My husband eats a ton of bananas, and so whenever he gets one, I'm over here like, where is my half? So I have gone through and I've added two beads. We've cured them. I'm going in and adding my third. It's nice. I feel like this color is definitely the color of blueberries. I almost selected this one for the color for grapes, and I feel like they would honestly be fine either way. So we are going in. I'm just making sure to grab a decent amount of glue because I want to cover the surface of where that blue is laying onto the swatch. So I'm just making sure that it's nice and even and making sure that we still have a nice decent bulk when it comes to adding our rhinestone glue. So on the lid there, I've added just a nice little green. This way, we're gonna add like our little our little leaves, and I felt that looked a little chunky. So I'm just cleaning off that 12 millimeter brush, and I'm gonna actually go in with the brown and then add like a little bit of like zhuzh, some zhuzh on the top of it there. And I feel like this makes it look more like blueberries. So I'm just hitting all the little stems with the cat eye magnet and curing that little bitty. My favorite part is being able to seal it with our top coat. I feel like it really brings it all in together. I would have to say so far, I'm really liking the blueberry. I really like the little stems and how those are also cat eye. And I'm also really anticipating the next time that I try to attempt some 3D fruit. But this is hilarious. There was one person down in my comments that wanted to see this video. So this one is for you. Thank you so much for leaving the comment because I feel like I have so many of you guys that leave me hanging down in the comments. Do you remember when I asked for a call to action when it came to the black and white gel polish? I took it upon myself and I decided to order a black and white gel polish by the brand Double Rhythm because y'all got me so messed up down in these comments. But we are moving right along. We have this nice, beautiful red cat eye. Now, this one is not a part of the glass fruit collection that I flashed up in the screen earlier. This one was actually sold separately. So you can go onto Amazon to find any of the colors, any of the products that I'm actually using. And no, this is not a sponsored ad. They just have really fast delivery and really like a ton of options. So I'm really excited to be able to show you guys these cherries that I'm going to try to attempt to make. We are attempting our very, very first cherry. Honestly, these could also be like red apples, but since I already did the green apples earlier, I will keep these as cherries, but they're so cute. They are scattered all around the nail. And since the first dollop was really big, I wanted to make sure that you were able to see that 3D effect, especially if you're turning it to the side. When people look at my nails, when people look at my clients' nails, or there's like always like a shock factor because they're so intense. It's like Delissime nails are nails for bad bitches only, okay? And if you cannot handle bad bitch energy, then you can go to that local nail salon that you love to go to so much. I'm just kidding. But it's true. Like my nails are so intense. Now, this fruit, on the other hand, not as intense as my regular nail art, but I'm excited because I know practice makes perfect. When I first started doing nails, let me tell you, the journey was rough. I'm over here like, I don't know how to fill. I don't know how to do a line. I don't know how to do a French tip. I mean, I still feel like I don't know how to do a French tip, but look at us now. Look at us now. Practice makes perfect. So I'm going in between these cherries, lining it up with some little vines, kind of, how they're like all connected. I mean, I don't know how cherries are actually connected, but I know they're not connected by a vine. But on this nail swatch, they are. So I'm just lightly dabbing it from side to side and getting that top coat ready for us. So making sure, of course, everything is covered and sealed for our little cherries because I want to make sure that they last. Like even though they may not be like the most professional looking cherries, like they're my cherries. Look at them. MC1107. I know I haven't like named any of these polishes, but I will make sure to leave them on the top right, like I normally do. But we are showcasing all of the different fruit that we've got. And honestly, they don't look horrible. Like I'm not mad. My grapes are hilarious. I literally cannot get over my grapes. But we get to add them to the key ring so that I can potentially show any clients to see if they might be interested in some 3D, anything really. You guys will have to see if you haven't seen already my 3D ghost. That turned out so beautiful. But here is our fruit.
As I said at the beginning of this video, it is my very first time trying to create fruit on nail swatches, and I am being so vulnerable even posting this online because you guys, it is mediocre at best. Absolutely mediocre. But with time and with patience, we will be able to create beautiful 3D fruit for my nail clients. If you guys enjoyed this video, thank you so much. Leave it down in the comments which one you think turned out the most looking like fruit, because I would have to say I love my blueberries and I love my cherries. Actually, I love them all for it being my first attempt on recreating these. So I will leave it there. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, leave some love down in the comments, and I will see you guys for another video soon. Bye.
I wanted you subscribe. Oh, I wanted you. I wanted you subscribe. Oh, I wanted you. You got me in my feelings. Can't fight the way I feel. You got me in my feelings. Don't wanna make it real. You got me in my feelings. Can't fight the